all on my lane, you all on my lane. You ain't overlooked, so get out the way. I gave you the book, I gave you the game. The boy gotta cook, the boy got a flame, Serving in the kitchen like you need no. Plenty pitching, whipping different flavors like a bistro. Kick it, dip it, flipping, keep it hunting like a seed note. Switching, keep it pimping every single place that he go. I got it. Lathan got the flame, Lathan got the flame. Boy, you know the name, get up out the way. Lathan got the flame, Lathan got the flame. Stay up out the kitchen if you ain't the one that's whipping, huh? Hey, yo, Lathan, man, cook them boys up something real quick, man.
What's going on, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Now today we got the most incredible chicken and waffles, and that's chicken and Belgian waffles. So the first thing I want to do is get our marinade together for our chicken, and I'm going in with about a cup of Clausen pickle juice. Make sure you use Clausen's because those are the best pickles out, and that juice is really going to penetrate this chicken. And then we're going to go in with a cup of buttermilk. So that's a cup of Clausen's pickle juice and a cup of buttermilk. That is the perfect brine for good fried chicken. So mix that up. And then we're going to go ahead and get our chicken situated. Now for this recipe, I'm using chicken breast. So go ahead and clean your chicken breast up. And then we're going to cut them into desired pieces for tenders or fingers. We can't say tenders because these are not chicken tenders. So we'll cut them into desired pieces for chicken fingers. All right, then we're going to season our chicken up. And I got some Kinder salt-free garlic and herb seasoning now, which is really incredible. If you don't have that, get that. Then we're going in with some garlic powder or granulated garlic. I know it said garlic powder, but it's granulated garlic. And then we're going in with some granulated onion. Now with these seasonings, you pretty much season it how you want it. You know what they say, if you ain't sneezing, you ain't seasoning. With these, you can kind of go heavy because they're salt free. Now that's going to give us what's going to give us our saltiness besides our brine is the slap your mama. So I'm going in with a little slap your mama, and it's also going to give us a little heat that we need for that fried chicken. And once that's situated, we're going to go on with some buttermilk. Like I said, I'm not giving you the measurements for the seasonings because you pretty much season depending on how you like it. But you see what I used, and then I'm finishing it with the brine. And this brine here, I know it's acid packed. But I actually brined it overnight. Some people only do 2 hours with an acid packed brine like this, but I actually did overnight. Once you get everything situated and marinated, go ahead and pop the top on that and place it directly into the fridge. Now we're going to make our chicken dredge. I'm using self-rising flour for this chicken dredge, but you don't have to use that. You can actually make your own self-rising flour by adding some baking powder and leavening agents to your flour. But I'm going in with 2 cups of self-rising flour, and self-rising flour in my grocery store is always cheaper than all-purpose, so I always just grab it just because I like to fry chicken with it. And then I'm going in with the same amount in cornstarch. So I went in with 2 cups of self-rising flour, and I'm going in with 2 cups of cornstarch, just equal parts with this chicken dredge here. Then I'm going ahead and season my chicken dredge. So I'm going in with the same seasonings that I put on the chicken. So I went in with some granulated onion, then followed by the granulated onion, we doing some granulated garlic. You know, the same exact seasonings because you want this chicken to be flavor packed. So when you get the granulated garlic in there, we're going to go on with some slap your mama. Now that's going to give us those salty notes as well as that little bit of heat that's going to be on the back end of the throat. All right, once you get the slap your mama in there, we're going to go ahead and shake this bag up. And notice I used some grocery bags. I took y'all back. Using the grocery bags for the dredge. So shake that up, get everything good incorporated, and then we're going to dredge our chicken. And after we dredge our chicken, we're going to actually place it on a wire rack and let it hang out for about 15 minutes and let that dredge adhere to the chicken. So the chicken will be very crispy and you don't have to worry about your dredge falling off. Now we're working on our Belgian waffle mix, and we're going in with 2 cups of all-purpose flour. We got a tablespoon of white granulated sugar. We got 4 teaspoons of baking powder and 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And that is our dry mixture. And for our wet mixture, we have a teaspoon of fresh vanilla, good vanilla. And you know I make that from scratch. We got 2 whole eggs. We got a 1/2 cup of melted butter. And then we got a cup and a third 1 3/4 cups of milk. Sorry about that. 1 3/4 cups of milk, and that is our wet mixture. All right, so we're gonna get our wet mixture together. You see I'm adding the butter in last, the melted butter in that last, because I didn't want it to congeal. We adding the melted butter in right before we pour it into our dry mixture. And once you get that situated, pour it into your dry mixture. And remember, this is a waffle batter, kind of like a pancake batter, so you don't want this thing completely smooth. You still want little lumps in there to keep this thing very aerated, so don't over mix, but just mix it enough where it's incorporated. All right, then we're gonna get our deep fry ready to fry chicken. You know, the perfect temperature for fried chicken is 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and we are using canola oil. So once you get that deep fry up at 350 degrees, go ahead and drop your chicken, and you drop them in batches, because the more chicken you put in the fryer, the lower it's going to drop your temperature. So by adding in, and this is kind of big fry daddy, but my tenders or my fingers are pretty big, so we're adding in about 5 fingers at a time. And once they reach the desired temperature, go ahead and pop them out. Look at that, that's some beautiful chicken right there. Like I said, very crispy, good, golden, delicious. And then we're gonna get our waffle situated. I know you see my waffle iron, it's kind of beat up, but I actually was doing an event and I burnt a waffle in there, and I can't get this thing clean for the life of me. I'm gonna have to get a new one. But yeah, go ahead and get your waffle situated. Now for this recipe, you do need a Belgian waffle maker, and this is just a plain cheap Belgian waffle maker. All right, and you're gonna cook that to the desired temperature. The waffle maker will always tell you got these lights that indicate when it's time to open it up and when they're ready. So that is a perfect golden, beautiful, flaky waffle. Like I said, this is one of the best waffle recipes I've ever had. All right, and when everything's situated, go ahead and pop your waffle on a plate. Go ahead and add a couple knobs of butter on there. And then if the butter don't melt, don't worry about it, because we putting the hot chicken on it as well. But we're going to drizzle this with a little syrup in layers. If you need help on making some syrup, I'll link my French toast video down below. We made the syrup from scratch, and that video got a lot of good things in it that we built from scratch. Also, my vanilla extract video, I'll link that down below as well for you guys. We're going to pop the chicken on top of those waffles and drizzle that with a little syrup. We could have added some berries on here as well. In a perfect world, I would have. But I want you guys to really just focus on the chicken and waffles and how simple this recipe is, but how wonderful this recipe is. Look at that, man. Golden brown, delicious. I know everything just looks really good. But yeah, there you have it, man. The most incredible chicken and waffles from the Bistro. The Belgian chicken and waffles from the Bistro. Thank you guys for checking this video out. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Belgian Waffles from the Bistro, chicken and waffles. I'll catch you guys later. I'm out.